I always say once a mayor, always a mayor, so I still think like a local government person. The village of Mamaroneck has a great tradition with this parade and this ceremony, and I'm just proud to be here to offer my support. It is always a pleasure to be here and to hear Al's remarks every year because they are always so meaningful. We have a great group of local officials in Larchmont and on the Sound Shore, and so we all work together, which is a great thing. It's the way it should be.
This is Nancy Seligson, Mamaroneck Town Supervisor, and I am pleased to be here today to congratulate Steve Otis on being honored by LMC-TV. I've known Steve for many, many years as a colleague in protecting the environment, and he has been a tireless assemblyman supporting his communities, and he's a really effective legislator. So Steve, congratulations, and I look forward to working more in the future.
I would store archives from my decades in state and local government, since I do retain all sorts of things because you never know when you're going to need a document.
It's an honor tonight to appear here to thank Steve Otis and honor him. I can tell you, as the chair of the Board of Control for LMC and also the mayor of the village of Mamaroneck, I couldn't think of a better person to honor, not as an elected official, but as a public servant. You do well representing everyone here, and it's just a pleasure to do it. Congratulations, well-deserved honor.
I could not be more excited.
On behalf of the Village of Larchmont, I want to congratulate you on receiving your award this evening from LMC-TV. We're very lucky to have you as our legislative representative at the state level, and we hope that you stay with us and stay as our representative for a good long time. Thanks, and congratulations again.
But I see a room united, and if there's a divide, it's those that aren't here with us. We are all here together. We are here to honor these great individuals and their great work.
I'm pleased to be able to be part of this evening honoring my good friend Steve Otis, who is not only a terrific New York State Assemblyman, but a good friend and a good neighbor. Steve has proven over a long period of time here in Larchmont and Mamaroneck that he not only cares about these communities, but that he's willing to put excessive amounts of time, energy, and intellect into helping these communities. His work over many years on behalf of State Senator Susie Oppenheimer, my predecessor, made many positive contributions to the local communities, and then in his own right, as mayor next door in Rye City, the cooperative efforts on Long Island Sound, on sewer improvements and so forth, that linked Larchmont, Mamaroneck, and Rye together on the same issues of importance. So LMC-TV, you picked a good one in picking Steve Otis, a wonderful guy, a great assemblyman, and a terrific honoree for this year's awards.
Hi everyone, I'm Susie Oppenheimer, and a dear friend of our honoree, Steve Otis, who's being very well honored by you folks tonight. The Maryanne Sullivan Award is so deserving that we have given this in her name makes it all the more meaningful. Okay, on to Steve. Steve and I have been together, we have been together for, gosh, 30 years, I guess, maybe more. And that's because for 28 years, he served in the difficult position of being my chief of staff when I was a senator, state senator. And I couldn't have had a better person. I do not think I would have been able to pass any of the legislation I passed without Steve's help. He is so knowledgeable and so eager to help that there's nobody really quite like him still in Albany, but that's another subject we won't get into. But he comes to the Assembly with a great love of the environment, of education, of, should we mention, dogs. That's why I'm wearing this shirt tonight, because it has dogs on it. And that's another thing that Steve and I share, a great love of animals. But it's his knowledge, his calm demeanor. He can bring anybody together, rivaling enemies, he can get to work together. And his work ethic, the man works constantly. He would call me, not call me, but I could see it on my telephone that he had called at 2 a.m. in the morning because he's still working. But I would say it's his kindness that really stands out. His kindness, his thoughtfulness, his knowledge of everything that happens in Albany, and just being, you know, a heck of a nice guy. So here's to you, Steve. I'm glad that you got the Maryanne Sullivan Award, because that's a pretty important one to us at LMC-TV. Thank you, Steve.